Hello, my name is Khairul Ishad and this is my friend Ashley Alex. For our situation today, most of us have friends we depend on during bad times. We share our problems with them when facing various challenges in life. So today we will talk about which is the most important characteristic one should look for in a friend. So let me start with the discussion. For the first point, I think the important characteristic that should that one should look for in a friend is honest. This is because honesty is very important in friendship. Honesty is needed to overcome certain problem in our life and to improve ourselves. Let's say that we were bad at singing and dishonest friend will lie and tell us that we were good at it. Because of that we will just keep going and making the same mistake and did not improve ourselves and try to fix that mistake. This is where honest friend really important, so that will tell us where we are lacking on, and that's will and we can try to make that point to improve ourselves, and they will tell us where we are good in. To confirm my point, being honest is better than being a big fat liar. So that's my first point about the issue. What 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 are you thinking, Ashley?
Thank you, Ishad. I think that honesty is really a good thing to have in a person because honesty will help us more improve. Will help us to improve ourselves better than just lie to the people that we are good. So here I will bring up another point that another characteristic that we should look for in a friend is cheerful. So a cheerful friend is a must to have in our life. And this type of friend will pour out all the positive vibe non-stop to us. So here we will be very happy and we will just enjoy around them. And this type of cheerful friend tend to crack a lot of jokes around us. So we will like uh, laugh until we are in tears, and also we also sometimes we are laugh until we are almost out of our breath. So this type of cheerful friend is really rare, and it's a must to have in our lives because they are funny. So that's why they are cheerful type. So I can guarantee that when we are feeling down or we are in a bad situation, this cheerful friend will brighten our gloomy and moody day quickly. So what do you think, Yushak, about a cheerful type of friend? Is it good?
Yeah, I agree on your point. I agree that a cheerful point is very important for a friend. However, I do have another characteristic that one should look for in a friend, which is helpful. So, a friend that helpful is important because they will volunteer to help us and sincerely help us. They will do their best to help us to overcome our problem. For example, like I have experienced myself where I have problem with my homework. So I always ask my friend and try to ask them to teach me on how to solve the exercise, and they never left me hanging. So this is why a helpful friend is very important, because they can help us in many different ways, like from our homework and our assignment, or to help us to improve both improve our stress level. So to confirm my point, being helpful is a important characteristic, because if our friend is helpful, I'm sure that they will help us during our bedtime and will try to help us to overcome the problem and challenges in our life together. So what do you think about my point, Ashley?
It's a very interesting to have a helpful friend because the helpful word itself explain their type of person themselves. They are very helpful, so they can help us fix our problem and also help us during our bad time. So I agree with that. It's a good characteristic to have, and we should look for in a friend. So I will bring up another point about a characteristic that we should look in a friend, which is caring. So a caring friend is like an angel to us that became our friend in earth, right? So a caring friend will never ever forget or put their eyes away from us. They will always focus on us, and they will always have our will have will stay by our side. So they tend to focus on everything that are important, and we ourselves are one of the important thing that they focus on. So a caring friend will be there no matter what. They will always be the first to reach out their hand when we are in need of help. So here I can be very sure that a caring friend will be our best companion during our hard time, as they always got our back and never ever leave us alone in despair or in hard time. So a caring friend is a must for us to look for, because a caring friend will take care of us really well. So what do you think, Irshad? Which characteristic should we look for if we are looking for a friend?
Well, that's such a good point from you, Ashley. So, in my opinion, the characteristic that one should look for in a friend, I think all of the point that we stated is important characteristic that need to be looked before we find a friend. Because, like from your last point, which is caring, I have experience where one of my friend is a very caring person. Whenever I have problem or my face looks like I have problem, she he always ask me if I have problem and try to help me to overcome the problem. So that make like I can depend on him, and and always feel that someone is by my side and always will help me whenever I have a problem. So that's all of the four. I think I agree. All of the four is important characteristic that one should look for in a friend. What are you thinking, Ashley? Which point did you think is the important characteristic for a friend?
So I will say the same as you, Irshad, because we need cheerful friend to cheer our up during our bad time. So we also need a caring friend that will care for us and will never leave us and will never forget us. And we also need a helpful friend that will help us during our bad time that we need help for during studies or revision week before exam. They will be really helpful. And also we also need a honest friend, because a honest friend is where we will gain improvement, and also we will fix our mistakes or fix our what we are lacking on in ourselves. So for all four characteristics is really important to look for if we are searching for a friend. So I think this is the end of our discussion. So we really need a cheerful, honest, and also caring and helpful friend to be our friend, right, Ishad? Okay. So I think that's all for our discussion today. Thank you for listening. Bye.